Now, page 4, the growing resistance to President Trump. The Democrats are going pedal to the metal in trying to politically suffocate the 45th president. The Democratic National Committee is now organizing for what they are calling Resistance Summer. Rallies, town halls, neighborhood meetings, and the like. The DNC is budgeting more than $1 million for this coordinated anti-Trump assault in all 50 states. It begins in June, culminates with some kind of national training summit. In other words, they are rallying the anti-Trump troops and they are recruiting, which is smart. And so what are the Republicans doing exactly besides cowering in a corner somewhere? Are Republicans planning summer rallies in support of the president? Hadn't heard of any, have you? It is time to fight, yes. Like Democrats, hate to say it, like the Congresswoman from Los Angeles, the incomparable, deplorable Maxine Waters.
Been calling for, and people have been asking for, an independent commission. We're talking about independent counsel, but I want you to know...
Stop the tape. When it comes to an independent commission, independent counsel, I would ask the Congresswoman from Los Angeles, what exactly are you looking for? Can you please name the laws that were broken pertaining to this so-called allegiance between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, Donald Trump and quote, the Russians? What laws were broken? If you hire an attorney, a former prosecutor, what have you, you've got to tell them, hey, this is what we believe happened, okay, that there was some sort of collusion between the Trump campaign and Vladimir Putin, and here's the law that was broken. What law was broken? As far as we know, there is zero evidence of any collusion between Donald Trump and the Russians. That's number one. And number two, no one's coming out and saying there was a law that was violated. So where is it? Congresswoman, roll tape.
If it was not for the media, we wouldn't be as far as we are now.
Stop tape. Okay, so there is your confirmation of collusion between the Democrat Party and people like Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and the mainstream media. But we knew this going in. We knew that the two worked hand in glove and will continue to work hand in glove until they get an impeachment trial. If enough weak-kneed Republicans can sign on board with that, and we're already seeing a few come forward and saying, yeah, you know what, if this and this is this and that is true, then yeah, we ought to look at impeachment. It's unbelievable. 8 years of Barack Obama shredding the United States Constitution and the separation of powers and unilateral moves that were completely lawless. And we have Republicans 3 months, 4 months into this administration caving, talking like Democrats, talking like this woman who's been haranguing about impeachment from day one, from the day Donald Trump was sworn into office. It's unbelievable. Roll tape.
Understanding what has been going on. The Congress of the United States not done their job.
Stop the tape. I would agree with that on multiple levels. But I would go back to the Obama administration saying they didn't do their job. It was Barack Obama who committed high crimes and misdemeanors. It was Barack Obama who usurped the Constitution left and right. It was Barack Obama who should have been brought up on impeachment charges. The IRS scandal alone. Where was the investigation from the Republicans on the IRS scandal exactly? They didn't have a special counsel there. They should have, but they didn't. Where was the investigation into the Hillary Clinton email scandal? Should have had a special prosecutor there. They didn't. And now they're talking about supporting some sort of impeachment for Donald Trump? Donald Trump is on his own here. And I would say to the president, trust nobody. Certainly don't make any deals whatsoever with the Democrats. None. Don't reach out to them. And don't trust the Republicans either. Trust your gut. Go with what got you there. That's what needs to happen. Roll tape.
Have not been the balance, the check and the balance on the presidential, on the executive. And so everybody who's supposed to be investigating, supposed to be looking at that. You keep on doing it. We're going to keep on calling for independent counsel, etc. But media,
stop the tape. And the reason why she wants that is pretty obvious. It's not just to take down the President of the United States. If they do that in the process, it's great. But it's for the Democrat Party to have an issue to run on in 2018 and try and reclaim the House, and possibly, it's a long shot, but you never know. If there's enough damage, they might be able to take the Senate as well, or possibly take one of them, and then what happens? You talk about gridlock. It ain't going to be pretty if that happens. So this is the big picture here. And again, if the Republicans keep caving, this woman, Maxine Waters, may get her wish. And so here are the Democrats playing hardball. Here are the Republicans playing footsie. This has got to stop. The White House must take control of Capitol Hill by forcing, shaming the Republican congressional leadership into doing the work that the American people want, for which we voted. At this point, it is a constitutional fight and possible ugly showdown that must be had.